studied in San Francisco. I had some colleagues working at San Francisco Opera, and even from there I started to hear about Wexford. Where is Wexford? What is it? So yeah, finally I'm here.
Sure, I mean, it's world renowned, which is such a, proud thing for an Irish person to have the Wexford Festival Opera so long now. 68th festival is what this is. So, it's a real personal bit of pride for you when you're abroad.
Really famous singers they've had their beginning here. Like, for instance, Juan Diego Flores was my idol. He started here many years ago, and Wexford was his first job.
Every time you revival a piece like Adina, we did it in Pesaro 1 year ago, but every time you revival, you find new things, and above all, you have a different cast. So different people make a different opera. Because I like to follow the path together with the singer. So Rachel is different from Lisette. And Rachel has a personality. And from that personality, I needed to take out the best of her.
I am very, very committed to beautiful bel canto singing. That is really the focus of my life day to day. But it's the focus insofar as it helps me with the character. And eventually, if I'm happy with the performance, I'm able to leave the technique and trust it and be with the drama completely wholeheartedly. Now, of course, there are always moments, like in Adina, there's a moment that I've been asked to sing a note that I've never sung in public before. So I might for a moment just go, okay, a little bit of technique, and we're back in the character. There's moments like that, but really in general, I always hope to leave the technique behind, and that's when I'm really happy with a performance, because that's when you've really let go. You've really committed, you've really given all of yourself. Because if you were a little bit on the mind of, and next I do this, and it's automatic, and human beings, we're all animals, the audience can feel that, and for me, I have to take the audience to another place. They work so hard, everyone works so hard, and life is beautiful, life is difficult, and I think the theatre should be a moment for people to escape themselves, and I want to give them that,
Every time you do a staging, every time you meet people, you learn something. And every time they surprise you. Every time. Adina, for instance, Rachel is in the first floor. Her apartment is in the first floor of the cake. And at some point she has to escape from this first floor. And there is a very deep ladder. And I always thought, she cannot do it. Suddenly she said, no, I'm fine. And she did it like a professional free climber, And I said, this is amazing. She's a wonderful singer, and she's a wonderful actress, and she's a wonderful free climber,
When I watched Lisette Orepesa's version, I just thought, oh, that's magnificent, beautiful singing, beautiful acting. But of course, she's a different person to me and a different voice. All I can say is that I always bring my own truth to every character, informed by my own life experiences and what I've been through, and I always try to channel that into the singing. An amazing thing that a drama teacher always told me is that whenever you go through pain or happiness or sadness or anything, use it, and I always try. I try to leave it on the stage. It's like a catharsis for me, like a type of therapy,
La Cucina is not another opera. La Cucina has been written and has been thought as a prequel of Adina. So when we started to write La Cucina, we decided to have a kind of entertainment that open the door for Adina. So this was in a part more difficult because I decided to have in La Cucina the reality. Exactly the reality. So, real person, real stories, real feelings. Then you open a door and you come into Adina, where is a whimsical world. Really whimsical, like a Tim Burton world, like a Wes Anderson world.
To conduct a new piece is really funny and interesting, and especially to have the composer sit nearby you, it's really amazing. Yeah.
To have the conductor, to have the librettist and stage director and the composer right in front of you and on every day while you're working with your colleagues, it's just amazing. Every word, every little detail, every note has a meaning. And that's what makes this so rich, such an unforgettable experience, seriously.
I play Bianca in La Cucina by Andrew Sinnott and Rosetta Cucchi, who's the librettist and also the director. She's a wonderful character. I know, talking to Andrew, he certainly sees the opera as from Bianca's perspective. It's her story. Being a woman in a very male, as we know, kitchens still frequently are a very male profession. So she's had to steel herself and maybe hide a bit of her personality even to get ahead in this game and get to the position she's in. And it's an interesting how it unfolds for her in the opera.
And as Rossini said, and also we talk about this in La Cucina, to drink, to eat, to love, to sing, those are the best pleasures, the biggest pleasures of life. And whoever doesn't allow himself or herself to get involved with them, it's really a fool.
Life is not light sometimes. Life is heavy. We wanted to give a touch of lightness, which is not a superficiality, is lightness.
Non mi dire cosa fare! Lascia insomma! Lascia fare! Non tirare! Lascia fare!
You'll hear the fun of Rossini. You know, it's like this typical comedy, which is supposed to be created for children. You know, he was like a child. You know, he was so childish in how he wrote his music. You almost thought that he was writing it for kids, but he was trying to find drama and to excite the people.